Welcome to the Pulse Just-in-Time Training and User Guide. For questions after the training, please contact the Health Information Exchange Office by email at hie.ems@emsa.ca.gov, or you can contact Leslie Witten Rood at 916-296-2236 from the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. during your deployment. Topics that will be covered during the training are the Pulse System Overview, logging into the DHV system, logging into the Pulse system, selecting an alternative care facility, searching for a patient, the return of patient matches, downloading the continuity of care documents, reviewing the documents, discharging the patients, and logging out of the Pulse system. The Patient Unified Lookup System for Emergencies, also called PULSE, allows selected healthcare professionals, while volunteering during a disaster, the ability to search and return personal health information pertaining to patients they are treating to make data-driven decisions to improve patient-centric care and overall clinical care. The PULSE web portal on the DHV site will be activated by EMSA, and the PULSE system will connect multiple local data sources, which are HIOs and health systems, during a disaster. Once activated, disaster medical volunteers will be able to connect to the PULSE system in order to check patient records for allergies, a list of problems, medications, and other symptoms in order to allow the providers in DHV to make better clinical decisions. PULSE is a view-only system. Patient care reports are to be taken separately. Who can access PULSE? Any registered disaster healthcare volunteer from the following licensed professions: a physician, pharmacist, registered nurse, nurse practitioner, physician's assistant, paramedic, and EMT. The PULSE system currently connects to the following HIOs: Dignity Health, Santa Cruz Health Information, Orange County Partnership Regional Health Information Organization, or OCPRIO, Sac Valley MedShare, Sutter Health, and UC Davis Health Systems. What is needed to access the PULSE system? The Internet. You can access the Internet via computer, laptop, tablet, or cell phone. Staff have found that strong Wi-Fi connection and a Google Chrome browser work very well with the PULSE system. First, you need to go to the Healthcare Volunteers website at healthcarevolunteers.ca.gov. I'm going to show you a quick link and a shortcut to get to that, and we'll get right back to our training. In the event that you do forget that link, you can go to the EMSA homepage that's located at emsa.ca.gov. From there, under the top header, you can put your mouse or click on the Disaster tab. If you have a mouse on a computer, you'll get a drop-down menu and you click on Healthcare Volunteers. If not, you can click on the Disaster link and go down to the Disaster Healthcare Volunteer webpage link. Once that opens up, you'll see a site right here that says Disaster Healthcare Volunteers site. Click that site, which takes you right back to the healthcarevolunteer.ca.gov. And continuing with our training, once you get to the website, you will log into the DHV system using your username and password. Once in the system, you'll see the PULSE system is activated by a big red bar. If the bar is not there, that means the PULSE system is not active. Click on the PULSE button, and it will give you another pop-up window. On this popped-up window here, you will then log into the PULSE system using the exact same username and password. Please be aware that everything in the Pulse system is case sensitive. If your username has capitals or lower cases, the Pulse system will recognize those, and if you type them in incorrectly, you will not be given access to the Pulse system. If you are not given access to the system, you will see this denial here, which reads, you entered your username or password incorrectly, and you are not authorized to access Pulse. Verify your credentials and try again. Once you log into the Pulse system, you will then select your alternative care facility, or commonly called ACF. First, you'll select your county of where you are currently located. From there, you will select the ACF suffix. These are manually inputted, meaning where the ACF shelter is located. So as in this, for instance, if it is located at the high school, the fairgrounds, maybe the mall, it could even be a church. Always select where you are currently located and working. Once you select where you're going to be working at, select the Submit button. Now you can search for patients. To search for a patient, please fill in the highlighted fields to your left. Be the first name, last name, gender of your patient, and their date of birth. After that, the Social Security number or their physical address is required. The telephone number is not required. Please keep in mind that what we have learned over the past history is that some patients have a hard time giving you their physical address if they are displaced and that address no longer exists. Always keep in mind your patient and their mental state. Once you fill in their information, click the search button. If it does not come back with the search, it will look like this red bar at the bottom here with 0 records found. What you can do is click the blue refresh button, and that will auto-populate everything you just inputted in your patient query information search. Once that auto-populates, please re-review the information with your patient to make sure everything is spelled correctly. From there, you can research the patient. Once your patient is found, click the green plus button. From there, a secondary window will pop up, and you will select the box to the right to confirm your patient. Verbally verify that that is the correct patient that you are selecting. The reason why is that patients may have AKAs. As in here, as shown, sometimes multiple patients will arise. They may or may not have the same date of birth. There may be AKAs involved. Maybe juniors, seniors, or middle initials. Again, verbally verify your patient. Once you select all patients that are going to be pulled into the system, click the Save button at the bottom. Your patient will then no longer be in the Search tab. From there, they will be automatically moved into the Review tab. At the very top in blue, click the Review button to switch over to that page. Once in this page, as you can see here, the review page is used as a staging area and can hold multiple patients from the same ACF. So in other words, if your patient needs extended long-term care, you can leave the patient in here so that your relief or shift turnover can still access the patient's records to help them. To select a patient and view their records, click on the green magnifying glass button. From there, you'll get a list of documents. A helpful hint on the documents, click on the title, and that will alphabetize the returned document list. Please do not worry about the creation date of the documents. They are all going to be the same as the day the original patient was pulled, meaning that if you pulled the patient today, it's going to have today's date for all the documents. We are aware of this glitch in the system and are currently working on it. The reason why we bring this up is because sometimes what document you pull may or may not have pertinent information. so you may have to review multiple documents. To review those documents, click on the orange download icon. Once the document has been downloaded all the way, it will turn green with a eyeball in it or a status. Click that status button and then scroll down to view the document. When reviewing the document, verbally verify the patient's information again to make sure you do have the correct document, especially when it comes to AKAs or multiple patients being pooled. From there, review the document with all pertinent medical information that can help you, whether it be allergies, current medications, maybe broken bones, whatever the case may be. When you are done with the patient, at the top of the record, you'll see 3 buttons. It'll be an edit, discharge, and return to patient list. This is your command for this record and this patient. If you are completely done with the patient and have received all the information that you needed, and you are no longer treating the patient, go ahead and click discharge. That will remove the patient from the review tab. If you happen to click the return to patient list and you are still treating the patient, they will send them back to the query area, and you can then pull that patient's record again. The edit button is of no use in the Pulse system. It is there temporarily, but please do not use it. It will do you no good. It has no function at this time. Once you are done with the Pulse system, what you're going to do is on the top right-hand corner, click on your name. You're going to go down to the log out button, and you will log out of the Pulse system and close your browser window. Now, of note that you need to pay attention to here is that you actually logged in twice, once to the DHB system and then secondarily into the Pulse system. Since you've just closed the Pulse system down in the window, you will still have the DHB system login open. Please log out of that system, clear your browser history, and then close your browser window. For any questions or comments or more help in regards to the Pulse system, feel free to email the Health Information Exchange office at hie.ems@emsa.ca.gov, or again, you can contact Leslie Witten-Rude at 916-296-2236 between the hours of 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. during your deployment. This concludes your Pulse training. Be safe and have a great day.